Hi, this is Charlie Adler with I Drink on the Job. We're interviewing Jeff Hancock, the brewmaster at DC Brau. Hey Jeff, congratulations on being the first brewery in Washington, D.C. What's it feel like? How's it feel?
Thanks, Charlie. It's a real good feeling. Slightly overwhelming, but I'm glad it's us. Yeah, just look forward to hopefully giving the people of the Metro DC area a beer they can be proud of.
So tell me a little bit. You're going to be handling the production of the beer. Tell me a little bit about how your facility is unique, or maybe a little bit about how you've learned to make beer. And just tell me what got you into beer.
Well, the abridged version is I started right up the road at Franklin's. Moved to Ann Arbor. That's where I did the majority of my apprenticeship. That little brew pub up there. Most recently, before I started DC Brau with Brandon, I was a production brewer up at Flying Dog.
Oh, Flying Dog,
which is
sure.
where I kind of learned, I guess, what I liked and what I didn't like about bigger facilities. So that was definitely kind of like a hands-on education that kind of allowed me to, with the help of our brewery designer, Scott Zetterstrom, formerly of Old Dominion. He owns IMI Solutions. But yeah, him and I kind of came up with the layout, and here we are.
Quick question, what is your current production? What's your planned production? How much are you going to produce?
We're looking to, I think since we got a late start this year, we'll probably be around 1,800 to 2,000. Hopefully that number is going to climb to about, I want to say 3,000 to 4,000 for 2012.
And you're a 15-barrel system?
Yeah,
is that correct?
15-barrel system, 30-barrel fermenters. So unfortunately, it takes 2 days of brewing.
So you guys a quick look. Go ahead and. So this is it.
This is it. So, but yeah, it takes 2 days of brewing to fill one tank. But it's good. It's it's a great system.
Tell me a little bit about. Okay, so you said you work for a bigger brewer, and obviously you're owner, your own brewmaster. How is your beer going to be? How are you going to represent your brand? Like, obviously you're labeling, but what about the beer itself? How is it going to be different, or what's it going to be most similar to?
The beer itself, I was comparing our pale to Sierra Nevada, but now that it's out in the market, it's definitely a hop-forward pale. I come from kind of a traditional English brewing background, so I definitely like to keep it in a style range, but I like to be more or less at the higher end of the spectrum for the styles. So that's going to make it unique, and also just DC water. I said it before.
So there you go. It's like Scotch or whiskey. The DC water. What are your other beers you're going to be producing in the next 12 months? What other than the
aside from the Public, which is our American Pale, we're going to be doing a American IPA at around 70 IBUs called the Corruption.
Okay, Corruption. Yeah.
And then we're going to be doing a traditional Belgian style pale. I know that's kind of general and very broad, but it's more or less going to be it's going to be less alcohol than a triple, but it's going to have a little bit of candy sugar in there.
Right.
Traditionally hopped, so it's definitely probably going to be the most approachable of the three. Seasonals, we have in the works to do some darker beers like stouts and porters.
Oh, great.
And obviously with Brau in the name, I want to get around to doing a couple lagers or a bock. So I don't want to do your typical seasonals per season. I want to change it up and kind of maybe throw a stout out there in the middle of summer, and
Are you going to do any real ales or pump beers, or what's the story?
Yeah, we will eventually.
That'll take a little
we're just
time.
waiting for some green to come back in, so to speak.
Gotcha.
We're gonna
I hear you.
get our cask program up and running. But yeah, I definitely plan to do that. That was one of the things I grew an affinity for up in Ann Arbor, because being a traditional English brewery, we always had three casks on at all times. So definitely want to play around with that.
It's always fun, but you know what? You guys are doing a great job, and I want to thank you, Jeff Hancock with DC Brau Brewmaster. This is Charlie Adler with I Drink on the Job. Cheers.